One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Rice Owls and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Rice's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the option. Turning it on. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move. Snowed under by the defense. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Brown will throw it. Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Owls are moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. Running inside. It's Jackson. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. Something to watch in this game. Will he be able to attack this secondary, particularly the one corner that has had his share of issues? They'll try the right side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Here's Carr to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Release to the back. Stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Carr. It's complete on the right side. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7th.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Swings it out to the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Going for 6. To the end zone, and is picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Finding some room. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Run inside. It's Jackson. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Brown wants to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. From the gun. Give on the inside. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Rides to back and leaves it. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brown will throw it. And he slides to avoid the contact and did it just at the right moment. He got the first down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rice.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's there to make the stop.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. He's got it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's going to take a shot. Upstairs he's got it. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! he found open space. The band might as well start playing.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Quick completion to the right. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. That is exactly why they call the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the first down.
Free up the gut. Touchdown, Owls. Great job by the back on the option. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. And send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Williams. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to... Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide receiver going in motion. Snags it and he's open. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Brown wants to pass. Sets up the screen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the home squad, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now back to your game in South Bend. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Marcus Freeman at the half. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Might be calling a hot route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. The give on the option. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The run inside. It's Jackson. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down, now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He leaves it with his back. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Brown will throw it. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Gives it on the option. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Rice. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possessed. You throw it to him, they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Running inside, it's Williams. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. Got it, looking for the first down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go, it'll be fourth down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Go! He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gives it on the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Give to the back. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the stick. Slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the red zone, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Owls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker, and how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good, and that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Defense might bring the house here. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.